Previously on Trails in the Sky first chapter, the party had to fight against a sudden monster outbreak, and they teamed up with Kurt to take on the boss, giving us a preview of his S-craft. In the tournament, the party used their teamwork to overcome Lieutenant Lawrence's superior swordsmanship, but Zen suspected that something was wrong. Sure enough, Colonel Richard revealed that he ordered Lawrence to hold back so that the intelligence division doesn't draw too much attention. Hold up, are you sure you want to enter the castle now? Do you have anything else we need to do? Once the banquet's over, we'll be staying the night in the castle. We can't head back to town until morning. Alright, let's show our invitations to the castle guards. Okay, I'm starting to get excited. Me too, it's not often you get invited to a party like this. Halt, beyond this point is Grancel Castle, where Her Majesty the Queen resides. If you have no business here, please turn back. Hold on a minute. Hello there. Sorry about the other day. Oh, it's you guys. Still hanging around the capital, huh? Yeah, we had some stuff to do. We've been formally invited this time, so here we are. Formally? Invited? The Duke gave us an official invitation. Whoa! A giant! Here's our invitation. I hereby invite Zin and his team winners of the Royal Tournament to this evening's banquet. So you're the winners of the Royal Tournament? Well, they did say a team that won the tournament was led by a huge martial artist from the East. So you guys were part of the team too? Yep, that's right. We just did what we could. Oh, I see. We've been briefed about you guys by the head maid. But it looks like someone's missing. What happened to him? He had some personal business, so he couldn't make it. It'll just be the three of us attending tonight. That's a shame. Oh well, let's get you inside.
The Royal Tournament champions have arrived! Open the gate!
Whoa! Hawking Gate was impressive, but this gate is just incredible!
And it looks very sturdy, as expected of a royal castle.
Of course, it's an impregnable fortress. No foreign enemy has ever breached Arnenberg, but the capital has been caught in the flames of rebellion a few times. Yet each time, this castle has stood strong against the rebels, protecting the royal family and the citizens. That's how the story goes.
Wow! So that really happened!
Sounds like the kind of tale you'd expect from a historic nation.
All right, welcome. This is Her Majesty's Grancel Castle. Once you enter, a guide should be waiting to escort you. Enjoy your evening, everyone.
Let me in! Let me in!
Whoa!
I know we're in a castle, but this is far more luxurious than any other place we've been so far.
But it's not just luxurious, it also has a dignified elegance. You can feel all that prestige and heritage of the old kingdom here.
Welcome to Grancel Castle. You must be Zin and his compatriots, correct?
Ugh. It's Captain Amalthea.
I knew she'd be here, but...
Yes, that's right. We're here at the Duke's invitation. And who might you be?
My apologies for not introducing myself. I am Captain Amalthea of the Intelligence Division and head of Grancel Castle Security. Allow me to congratulate you on your victory in the Royal Tournament. I had the pleasure of watching your match. You all performed so gallantly. It was truly a sight to behold.
Haha, you flatter me. But I'm far more impressed by you. So young, so beautiful, and already a captain in the military. You must be exceptionally talented.
My, aren't you the charmer? But I'm nothing compared to these young bracers here. Estelle Bright, Joshua Bright. I believe we last met in Zeiss, yes?
Yes, that seems right.
It certainly has been a while.
Unfortunately, the matter regarding Professor Russell has yet to be resolved. It seems some scoundrels have kidnapped the professor and his granddaughter. You wouldn't happen to have any information about that, would you?
Nope. Can't say we do.
We left the matter to the senior bracers and headed straight to the capital after the incident. We haven't heard anything about it since.
I see. What a shame. But with the intelligence division on the case, it's only a matter of time before the culprits are caught. Look forward to it.
Sly fox.
She knows what we did at Leyston.
Understood. The professor means a lot to us, so we're counting on you.
Oh yes, of course. Now then, we shall escort you to your rooms. Shay, can I leave the rest to you?
Yes, of course. Leave it to me.
Just to be clear, I don't want you bothering our guests with any unnecessary chatter. Do you understand?
Yes, I understand.
I'm glad to hear that. Now then, everyone, please enjoy your evening. I'll take my leave here.
She's one hell of a woman.
That's one way to put it. What exactly do you see in that Sly fox?
Is that really your type, Sin?
Women like that often turn out to be surprisingly pure of heart. It's the contradictions that are exciting, you know?
Unfortunately, she is purely dedicated to Colonel Richard.
Ugh, you're hopeless. You sound like a pervy old man.
Ouch!
Excuse me.
Oh, right, sorry. You're here to show us to our rooms, right?
Yes, I'll show you the way now. Please pardon my late introduction. My name is Shay, and I serve as a maid here in the castle. I'll be attending to all your needs from tonight's banquet until tomorrow morning. If you need anything at all, please don't hesitate to ask.
Got it. We'll be counting on you.
Shall we proceed to our rooms?
Ah, yes. Your rooms are on the second floor.
Wow. That huge chandelier is crazy beautiful. Estelle, keep your voice down. What's that room over there? That's the throne room. It's where Her Majesty the Queen meets with visitors. It hasn't been used much as of late, I'm afraid. I see. Is Her Majesty's health really that bad? Her birthday festival is just around the corner, isn't it? Well, yes. As of late, the head maid has been taking care of Her Majesty. I'm not really privy to those matters. Anyway, shall we move on? You'll all be staying in this room for the night. Please make yourselves comfortable. Ah, thanks. Thank you. Wow. They'll probably be staying in a place like this. Whoa, this will make for one hell of a story when they go back home. You still have some time before the banquet begins. Feel free to explore the castle, but bear in mind that some areas are off limits for security reasons. Thank you for your cooperation. Which areas are off limits exactly? Firstly, the Royal Keep. It's a small palace in the corner of the garden terrace on the roof. Garden terrace, that sounds magical. Yes, at our birthday festival, Her Majesty will give a speech to the citizens from the terrace there. I'm sure it should be alright for you to take a look at the garden. Now, as for the other restricted areas, the Royal Guard room on the first floor and the treasury in the basement are also out of bounds. The Royal Guard room, as in... Are those guys wanted as terrorists? That's correct. Right now, the Intelligence Division is using that room. Access is prohibited, so I must ask for your cooperation. Understood. So have your banquet guests arrived yet? Yes, everyone's already here. I believe they're all relaxing in their rooms. I see. That means Mayor Claus must already be here. Yes, he arrived a short time ago. Now then, I must take my leave. Please contact the staff room on the first floor if you need anything. Okay then. Hey Zin. We want to explore a castle for a little bit. We'll be back before dinner starts. Sheesh, how do you kids still have any energy after the tournament? Go ahead, knock yourselves out. I'm just gonna kick back and relax in the fancy room until dinner's ready. We need to get as much done as we can before our banquet starts. First, let's go meet with Lady Hilda, the woman Lieutenant Schwartz told us about. It would be good if we could greet our guests too. I imagine there'll be quite a few familiar faces. No active voice? I usually be in the bar at this time, but I'm starting to get hungry. When's this banquet supposed to start anyway? I can't wait to go to town on a massive royal feast. Real shame about Olivier. That guy gave it his all in the tournament. Oh well, can't be helped, I guess. The Liberl's Intelligence Division goons, just who they think they are. Taking out restricted materials without proper authorization.
Ah, there you are. Hello, Estelle. Hello, Joshua.
It's been a while.
No way, Headmaster Collins. Wait, you went right to the banquet too?
Yes, I flew here from Rouen earlier today. More importantly, I heard from the mayor that you two won the royal tournament. The students will be so thrilled to hear that.
Thank you very much. We weren't expecting you to be attending tonight's banquet, Headmaster. Well, Headmaster Collins is a member of the Royal Assembly, which makes him one of the wisest figures in all of Liberl. It's no surprise he'd be invited to a banquet at the castle. Calling me one of the kingdom's wisest figures is high praise indeed. What's the Royal Assembly? It's an annual conference where they make decisions on national issues. Her Majesty the Queen, mayors from across the kingdom, and various other people come together to discuss the future. Well, I had no idea. So basically, all the people who are invited to tonight's banquet, right? No, not quite. There's only about half of them, actually. Her Majesty isn't well, and General Morgan is busy with military affairs. Mayor Dalmore was arrested. And as for Professor Russell, there's still so much about that incident that remains unclear. It's said to have been the work of a terrorist group, with even the Royal Guard involved, but how can that be? I mean, hosting a banquet after all that's gone on? It's absurd. Well, it seems to me that we must attend the banquet if we wish to fathom the Duke's true intentions. We need to obtain permission to visit Her Majesty the Queen as well. Indeed, that's precisely why I'm here. The idea that we would come all this way to Grancel Castle and be unable to see Her Majesty is unthinkable. And after all this time, I'd really like to see Princess Claudia. Princess Claudia, she's the Queen's granddaughter, right? Does she also live here in the castle? No, apparently she usually resides elsewhere. But it seems she's been in the royal capital for the past 2 days. Oh, really? I'd like to meet her too. I'm sure you two will have the opportunity to meet her. Wait, have you two managed to meet with Chloe yet? She mentioned having plans to meet you here in the capital. No, we haven't gotten a message from her at the guild. So she's already in the capital. That's what I assumed, but... that's rather concerning. Perhaps she stopped by to see Matron Teresa on her way back to the capital. Oh, Mayor Maybell. And Lila too.
Ms. Estelle. Mr. Joshua.
It's so good to finally see you both. I've been eagerly waiting for you to visit me here.
So you're invited to the banquet too, Mayor Maybell. Wait, how do you know we'd be here?
Mayor Klaus told me. He said that you two competed in the Royal Tournament and won an invitation to tonight's banquet. Oh, if only I'd known sooner. I would have dropped everything just to come cheer you on.
With all due respect, milady. If you'd dropped everything, wouldn't you just have more work later?
Yes, I know that.
Busy as ever, huh? Honestly, if I were here for Her Majesty, I wouldn't mind one bit. But wasting my time on that Duke. Unfortunately, a young female officer from the army kept insisting I attend, so I had no choice but to come. Would that young officer be Captain Amalthea from the Intelligence Division by any chance? Yes, the very one. She was polite, but in a cold, arrogant kind of way. I don't much care for her. I had trouble contacting General Morgan recently as well. Wait, what? You haven't been able to reach Hawken Gate. Oh, I've tried. They keep telling me that the general is unavailable, and they refuse to let me speak to him. Apparently he's too tied up with the countermeasures against the terrorist threats. I was hoping to meet him at tonight's event, actually. But it seems he won't be attending. I see. What do you think about all this? Gathering all these mayors together for a banquet, I mean. If we were hosted by Her Majesty, I'd expect an important announcement. But I get the impression that the Duke just called us all here to make himself feel important. You know, to use his authority as an excuse to lord it over us just for the sake of it. That does sound like his style. I suppose that might indeed be all there is to it. Well, I do say the head chef here is the best in the kingdom. So I'll just enjoy some good food, pay my respects to Her Majesty, and head back to Bose as soon as I can. Honestly, the Duke's a real problem. He caused all sorts of trouble when he came to visit Bose on an inspection tour. The complaints from the citizens just kept pouring in. We had a terrible time dealing with it. My lady was looking forward to seeing you both again. Please visit Bose again if you ever have time.
So, this is the throne room. Normally, we could have requested an audience with Her Majesty the Queen here.
But no one's here now. It's kinda sad. Don't railings like these make you just want to slide down them?
People would think we're suspicious. And it's dangerous, too.
Estelle really just says the most random and whimsical things sometimes, especially now that we have active voices. This is the administrative room. It's an essential part of the Liberl Kingdom where key government affairs are handled. With Her Majesty ill, we're working under Duke Dunan's orders. So no matter how you slice it, there's no way we can finish all this work with so few people. The Duke ordered other officials to go on vacation, and they were kicked out of the castle.
Wow, that looks delicious.
Cordon bleu fare prepared by the chef. I can't wait.
Our head chef specializes in royal cuisine, but he's also known as a chef of 1,000 dishes. My sincere apologies, Sir Gus. We're currently still in the middle of preparations for this evening's meal. Once everything is ready, a member of our staff will call you, so please wait a little longer. Feels like there are so many more mice around here lately. This is a serious problem. I hate mice. Those damn mice, where are they coming from? Probably the Grancel sewers, huh?
They're preparing for the banquet.
Looks like they're busy. Let's not get in their way.
These poor guests were open to entertaining the Duke all night. I'm sure they have better things to do. I just ran the Duke Dunan in the hallway. He kept staring at me. It was totally creepy. How rude. Just between us. The Duke told Lady Hilda to hire more maids even though we're fully staffed. I'm sure he's up to no good. Yes, was it? I'm terribly sorry, but I'm quite busy preparing for the banquet right now. Oh, can I help you? Is something not to your liking? No, it's not that. I'm looking around the castle. Is that so? The banquet preparations will take a little more time. Please feel free to explore the castle while you wait. Beyond this point is the Intelligence Division's office. Civilians are prohibited from entering. If you don't want to be arrested, I suggest you keep your distance. Can I just go down here? The cellar. The door was firmly shut. Is this the one that led to the final dungeon? Or was that to the sewers? I can't remember. This area is off limits. Suspicious individuals will be arrested without hesitation. You'd better be cautious. For security reasons, the castle gates are under strict control. Please relax within the castle. You should find no inconvenience there.
Why, if it isn't Estelle and Joshua.
Mr. Murdoch, since all the mayors are attending, I had a feeling you would be too.
I never would have imagined you two winning the royal tournament and making your way to Grancel Castle. You really are Cassius's children.
Well, you know, we did have a lot of help along the way. By the way, has anything else happened during the past 2 days? So right after you two headed off for the capital, Captain Amalthea from the Intelligence Division paid me a visit. I couldn't refuse the invitation, but I managed to cover up what happened at the fortress. It doesn't seem like the army's found Professor Russell yet, so they're likely still on the run. But if things keep going like this, it's only a matter of time before they're caught. Is that right? I tried asking Captain Amalthea if I could visit Her Majesty, but it was an absolute no. It seems meeting with her directly is going to be rather difficult. Seems that way for sure, but don't worry, we've got a plan. We'll make sure Her Majesty gets the Professor's message. The Intelligence Division are a wily lot. We should be very careful interacting with them. Welcome to the lounge. Please take your time and relax. We have both soft drinks and alcohol available, so if there's anything you like, please don't hesitate to ask. Wow, it's so beautiful. So this is the castle's garden terrace. Look at the view of the entire lake. You can even see the streets of Grancel from here. It's easy to see why so many people wanted to visit. Oh, if only we weren't in such a hurry. I'd love to just stand here enjoying the view. But we've got bigger fish to fry. Ah. I bet that's the royal keep. Who are you? Hey, these guys. We were invited here by a duke. Is this where Her Majesty resides? That's right. But for the past 2 days, Her Majesty has been feeling unwell. There's no point even asking for an audience. Oh no, we wouldn't even dream of asking for something like that. Although, we were hoping to catch a brief glimpse of her. I don't suppose Princess Claudia is here. No, she's actually... Hey! Information leak. She's actually attending to Her Majesty. She doesn't have time to entertain the likes of you, obviously.
And just what are you all doing here?
Madame, are you leaving already?
The banquet will begin shortly, so I'm returning to the maid quarters for now. By the way, who are these guests?
They're members of the team that won the World Tournament. Just bracers, but sort of invited guests, it seems. Just bracers, huh?
How dare you! Are you trying to insult guests of the royal castle?
Oh, we're just...
They may have been invited by His Grace the Duke, but anyone who visits the castle is a guest of Her Majesty. Do not forget that.
Roger that. Wow, what a presence. Hey, I wonder if she's... Madame, we cannot permit them to pass. That should have been clear from the Colonel's explanation.
I've grown tired of hearing about all that. My apologies, honored guests. For security reasons, access to the royal keep is currently restricted. If possible, could you please wait in your room until the banquet begins?
Ah, sure. Of course, that seems like it would be for the best. I'm terribly sorry for the trouble we caused. Humph. As long as that's clear now, fine. Be careful on your way back.
I apologize you had to witness such an unseemly scene. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Hilda. I am the head maid of Grancel Castle, overseeing all the other maids here.
I knew it. So you're Lady Hilda.
Oh, my. Pardon me, but have we met before?
Actually, someone told us about you. Julia's letter of introduction.
This handwriting.
We should probably be doing this out of sight of those two special ops guys up there. Wow, you recognize it? This letter and our bracer emblems should serve as proof of our identities.
Okay. But this is not the place. Come with me to the maid quarters. I'll hear what you have to say there.
I understand. You want to deliver Professor Russell's message directly to Her Majesty the Queen. Is that right? Yes, exactly. If the Queen's condition is really that bad, then I guess we could reconsider, but it shouldn't be a problem. However, the Royal Keep is under constant surveillance by Special Ops soldiers. The only people allowed inside are the Duke, the Colonel, and those directly entrusted with Her Majesty's care. So it'll probably be pretty difficult to meet her, huh? Wait, Castell. We could have Lady Hilda deliver a message for us. Yeah, but I'd rather speak to her in person. Like about Duke Dunan's intentions and Colonel Richard's objectives. There's still so much we don't know. Miss Estelle, Mr. Joshua. I have an idea. After the banquet ends, come back here and find me. Oh, you mean... You know of a way for us to meet Her Majesty the Queen? Yes, I might. It won't be straightforward, but I think it's worth a try. It will require some time to prepare. Would it be alright if we wait until after the banquet? Yay, of course! Alright, we'll come by after the banquet. I'll be here. The food is ready, so the banquet will begin shortly. Please head back to your room for the time being. I think that's everything covered. Yeah, let's head back to the room and meet up with Zen. The meal preparations are complete. The banquet should begin shortly. Perhaps you should return to your room for the time being. Yo, Estelle, Joshua, you guys were gone for a long time. The banquet's about to start, you know. My bad, Zen. We got caught up looking around, lost track of time. Plus, we ended up chatting with a few different mayors. Oh, got friends in high places, huh? We've always had a good relationship with the mayor of Roland. The others are just people we've met along the way. I see. Working as a bracer does give you lots of chances to meet important people. And from the looks of it, you two have been doing very well for yourselves. Pretty well, I guess. Zen, have you taken on any bracer work since you got to the capital? Other than the ones with us. Bracers can take jobs in other countries, right? Yeah, as a senior bracer, you're free to work anywhere. But with the tournament and all the embassy paperwork, I haven't had time to take on anything extra. Besides, with 4 other bracers around, there isn't much left for me to do anyway. Makes sense. I imagine most issues would be solved pretty quickly with this many bracers on hand. Though it must be tough for the other regional branches with so many bracers gathered here. Yeah, I'll bet it is. Now I feel kind of bad. I wonder how Shara's doing in Roland. You mentioned that name before, but you don't mean Charizard, do you? What, you know her? Yeah, she's our mentor. We've been close for a very long time. So that's how you know her. I met her once when she came to Calvard. She had a great teacher, and even though she was young, she showed a lot of promise. A great teacher? That must be Dad. Excuse me, the preparations for the banquet are now complete. Shall I show you the way? Oh, finally. Alright, kiddos, time to dig in and enjoy a free meal. Yeah, after that match, I could feel myself wasting away. Time to eat my body weight in food. Oh, you guys. Don't forget your table manners, okay? This is a dinner party, right? Why are the plates empty? Where's the food? And what's with all the knives and forks? It's a formal dinner. We'll bring out different dishes one at a time, starting with the appetizers. As for utensils, just work your way from outside in. Oh, is this what you meant by table manners? Now I'm starting to get nervous. There's no need to worry. The most important thing is to enjoy the food. Manners and etiquette are secondary. Yes, well put. I heard the two of you already know everyone in the attendance, is that right? And there's no need to be so on edge. Oh yeah, you're right. Don't get too carried away, please. Actually, will your companion be alright using a knife and fork? I heard that people from the east are more comfortable using chopsticks. You know your stuff, huh? But as they say, when Liberl, it may not be very elegant, but I'll manage it with a knife and fork. Very admirable. Sentiment truly befitting a champion of the royal tournament. It's not all impressive. He's like a putty in the hand of a beautiful woman, huh? I wouldn't exactly call him a womanizer, but... Speaking of manners, the Duke's running quite late. Where could he possibly be? Indeed. And with the Duke presiding, who will sit in the place of honor? That's a good question. I wonder if it will be Princess Claudia, perhaps.
Everyone, thank you for your patience. His Grace the Duke has arrived.
Hello, everyone. I apologize for keeping you waiting. Our meeting ran a bit longer than expected. This is Colonel Richard, head of the Intelligence Division. He has been working tirelessly to stop these terrorist incidents, and I invited him here as a token of my appreciation.
It is a pleasure to meet all of you. I am Alan Richard of Her Majesty's Intelligence Division. Thanks to His Grace's exceptional kindness, I am able to join you for dinner this evening. Please pardon my military uniform, and allow me to join you at the table.
I can't believe we're sharing a table with the Colonel.
I expected this, but it still makes me a little nervous.
Delightful! Truly delightful! Well now, Mayor Maybell, how do you find the culinary skills of our chef here at the castle? Wouldn't you say it rivals the cuisine of Anterose?
Indeed, the craftsmanship is exquisite. The wine pairing is perfect as well. It makes me want to steal your chef away.
Coming from you, that doesn't sound like a joke. And what do you think, Zin? Does the cuisine suit the palate of someone from the East, like yourself?
Oh, it's very good. Even with a palate as unrefined as mine, I can appreciate the depth and sophistication of these flavors. It feels like I'm tasting the very essence of liberal food.
Yes, that's exactly right. And how about you, young bracers? I bet you've never had such extravagant food before, am I right?
Have to admit, this is super delicious. Regardless of who invited us, the food is definitely the real deal.
Yes, exactly.
It really is quite wonderful. And since we've never had the chance to attend such a formal event before, this is a great learning experience for us. Thank you very much for the invitation.
How very polite of you. Alas, it was after my butler reminded me that I did recall we met once during that incident in Rouen, did we not? Such a strange web fate weaves.
Yeah, that's right. So he only remembered because the butler told him.
Come now, let us cast aside all formalities tonight. There's plenty of food and drink, so please help yourselves.
Your Grace? Before that, how about we take care of the matter we discussed?
Oh, yes, that's right. The reason I've gathered you all here, all you respected representatives of our fair kingdom, is none other than taking this opportunity to make a very important announcement.
Oh, an important announcement?
And what kind would that be?
Yes, well, I'd like to hand it over to Colonel Richard to explain everything.
I thank you, sir. I believe you all are aware that Her Majesty the Queen has been in poor health as of late. She is gradually recovering, and I have no doubt she'll be back to her old self in no time.
Oh, that's good to hear.
Then, might we be allowed to offer our greetings to Her Majesty in person?
Unfortunately, Her Majesty has requested that such visits be refused for now. That said, within the next few days, we expect to completely eliminate the terrorist threat within the capital. With that resolved, the Queen's birthday festival can proceed as planned.
That will certainly be a relief for the citizens. Many of them eagerly await the festival all year. But surely that isn't the only reason you've gathered us here today, is it?
Right. If that was all it was, this could have been a notice.
You're quick to catch on. As I mentioned earlier, Her Majesty is steadily recovering. However, she has made an important decision in light of her recent health concerns. And that is to abdicate the throne and pass the crown to His Grace, Duke Dunan.
What did you say?
Is this true?
Joshua, is this...
Yeah, this is what they've been conspiring about.
I too was surprised, but it seems Her Majesty has grown unexpectedly weary. And it's no wonder. She's guided Liberl through turbulent tides for nearly 40 years, as a woman, no less. With that in mind, I believe it would be best to finally free her from that burden after her birthday. And as someone with a strong claim to the throne, I am resolved to do so.
To think that Her Majesty had been so deeply troubled. Despite meeting her each year, I was blind to her struggles.
But is this not a matter far too serious to discuss over drinks at a banquet? Forgive me, but how much credibility does this announcement truly hold?
Mayor Maybell, are you implying that His Grace's words cannot be trusted?
No, that's not what I meant. I only meant that, like mayoral elections, there must also be procedures for the succession of the throne.
Yes. Ideally, we would have liked to have heard this announcement directly from Her Majesty.
I understand this news is unsettling. However, I ask that you remain calm and carefully consider what has been shared. As I mentioned earlier, Her Majesty herself will make the announcement during the birthday festival. Would it not be best to verify the truth of this matter when that time comes?
Well, I guess so.
Our main concern is how the public will react once this news becomes official. To avoid the spread of misinformation, we wanted to inform all of you, the leaders of our society first. His Grace specifically made this decision with that in mind.
Yes, that's exactly right.
Additionally, Her Majesty's abdication is not merely a domestic political affair for Liberl. It will also attract the attention of foreign powers, particularly the threat in the north, Erebonia. At this crucial time, we must unite and support our new king, the man who stands before you now. We are entering a truly pivotal moment.
He's making it all sound so convincing.
Yeah, he's quite the talker.
So you're saying that while we wait for Her Majesty's official announcement, we should mentally prepare ourselves for what's coming. Is that it?
I'm glad you understand.
Well, I suppose if it does indeed come to that, we'll have our hands full.
Quite. we'll need to announce it to the citizens as well.
I have a question. His Grace does hold a legitimate claim to the throne. But isn't there another with a strong claim to the succession?
Well, that is...
You must be referring to Princess Claudia, Her Majesty's granddaughter. It's undeniable that she and His Grace, Duke Dunan, have equal claim according to the royal succession laws. However, on account of her young age, Her Majesty appears to have chosen His Grace instead. As I mentioned before, she likely did not want to burden the young princess with such overwhelming responsibility.
Yes, exactly! Besides, I plan to arrange a good marriage for Claudia. Unofficially, we've already received several proposals from foreign royal families. I'd say there's a fair chance that one of them may be finalized within the year.
Oh my!
I see. Then it seems we have 2 pieces of good news to celebrate.
Yes, but the princess. Isn't she a little too young to be getting married?
Excuse me, can I ask a question?
Sin?
Oh? Yes, go on. I don't mind.
Forgive my bluntness, but this doesn't seem like the kind of discussion outsiders like us should be privy to. Not to mention the fact that I'm not even a citizen of this kingdom. Why then have you chosen to announce this news now?
Because it just so happened that the champions of this year's royal tournament turned out to be bracers. And a critical matter such as Her Majesty's abdication is something I felt the guild should be notified of. In fact, it was I who proposed to His Grace that we share this information with you.
I see. So the rumors are true. The military and the guild really do maintain a good relationship here in Liberl.
You see, unlike the Empire or the Republic, Liberl lacks a strong military force. We simply must cooperate. That is the harsh reality of the situation. In any case, I trust that explains things, yes?
I understand. I'll make sure to pass this information along to the capital's guild branch.
Man, we really stumbled into something big, didn't we? It's just another country's business to me, but you two must have been pretty shocked, huh? Imagine if Olivier was there to hear it. That would be super awkward. Duh, of course we were. We never even imagined that things were already this far along. Huh? Or never mind. But we'll waste. The food was so delicious, it was melting in my mouth, but with everything that happened, it was like eating ash. I hear you there. Estelle, how about we go for a walk to help all that food go down? Huh? Oh right, yeah, that's a great idea. I really need some fresh air. First sightseeing and now a post-dinner stroll. Hate to admit it, but it sounds like my age is starting to get the better of me. Don't be silly, Zen. Why don't you take a walk too? This place is full of history, there's so much to see. And I may wander around a bit if I feel like it later. Might even try and sneak some leftovers from the kitchen. Wait, for real? You're going to eat more? I wouldn't call it eating, more like drink time snacking. I heard there's a lounge somewhere where you can get a drink, so I'll probably check that out. Food was great, but all that heavy talk would kill the mood for drinking. Guess I'll just sit here and enjoy a quiet drink on my own. So things have really gotten out of hand. I'm itching to meet the queen and hear what's really going on. First, let's stick to the plan and go see Lady Hilda. She said she had a way for us to meet the queen. Got it. The blueprints for Grancel Castle are missing too. What could the intelligence division possibly want with them? While the colonel's statements were logical and well constructed, I'd still like to hear directly from Her Majesty and the princess as soon as possible. I was quite shocked by what was discussed at the banquet. I think that Duke Dunan could be the one to inherit the throne. Sorry, the thought alone is enough to give me a headache. Sounds as though something quite serious happened at the banquet. The last thing my lady needs is something else to worry about. I think Her Majesty is so troubled that she's considering abdicating. And marriage arrangements are already being made for Princess Claudia. It's all happening so quickly, it's so hard to process.
Please, let me know what you need.
Oh, it's you two.
Ah. Colonel Richard.
Estelle and Joshua. Isn't this the first time we've had the pleasure of speaking privately?
Yes, the last time we spoke was when we exchanged a few words after Mayor Dalmore's arrest. Of course I didn't expect you to remember us, Colonel.
Alas, much wasn't said, but you two still left a strong impression on me. I decided to look into your backgrounds and was quite surprised. I never imagined you two would be the children of Colonel Cassius.
So you figured it out too?
They don't call us the Intelligence Division for nothing. We were in the army together, you see. Colonel Cassius is someone I owe a great deal to. So much so that words cannot express. What do you say to having a little chat? I've been wanting to for quite some time.
What?
Colonel, don't you have a meeting with His Grace the Duke?
I can afford to be a little late. I know. Let's head to the lounge for our chat. I'll even treat you two to some non-alcoholic cocktails.
I can prepare them for you.
There's no need for that. Go inform His Grace the Duke that I'll be running late.
Yes. Understood, sir.
She's looking at us like we just did NTR on her. She actually looks angrier than when we freed Professor Russell. Yeesh.
Well then, if you'll excuse me.
Now then, shall we make our way to the lounge? Follow me.
Ah. Joshua, what do we do? I don't think we can have much choice. We'll just have to find Lady Hilda after our chat.
I first met Colonel Cassius immediately after I graduated from the military academy. I was assigned to the independent mobile unit he commanded at the time. From that moment until the day he left the army, he was my mentor, personally and professionally.
Oh, is that right? What was my dad like back then? I mean, what do you think of him?
In short, he was a hero. His skill with the sword earned him the title of Divine Blade. He could think on his feet and adapt effortlessly to any battlefield scenario. His expertise wasn't limited to broad tactics. He mastered strategic operations at the highest level. He was without rival.
Sounds like you're talking about a totally different guy. So did you work with him during the 100-Day War too?
Yes, I fought under Colonel Cassius's command during the war. I remember it like it was yesterday. The fervor and excitement with which we carried out the strategies he devised. I'll save those stories for another time. If I start talking about those days, we'll be here all night. But I will tell you this. If Cassius Bright had not been in the Royal Army back then, our kingdom would be part of the Erebonian Empire today.
No way! That's impossible.
It's precisely because Colonel Cassius accomplished the unbelievable that he is called a hero. He retired immediately after the war, and even declined the accolades offered to him. His deeds remain unknown to most. Yet even now, among certain soldiers, the name Colonel Cassius is synonymous with heroism.
Ugh. That pencil-mustached old man never told me that. Well, it's not what a father would sit down and tell his daughter. Don't be too hard on him, okay? Hey, I'm the victim here. Wait a second, Joshua, you don't seem all that surprised by any of this. Don't tell me you already knew all about all this. I didn't know Colonel Richard was one of Dad's subordinates, but... As for the rest, yeah, I knew most of it already. What? So you were an accomplice? Calm down, Estelle. I mean, it's not like Dad told me everything anyway. Besides, he specifically asked me not to tell you. Oh, I can't believe this. When he finally gets back, I'm gonna let him have it. Sorry for getting sidetracked, Colonel Richard.
No, not at all. Seeing the two of you has actually put me at ease. When Colonel Cassius decided to leave the army, I did everything I could to make him stay. Ultimately, it seems leaving was the right choice for him after all. With you two by his side, he was likely able to overcome the grief he felt after losing his wife.
Colonel Richard.
Well then, I thank you both for keeping me company. I'll take my leave now. I can't keep His Grace waiting too long.
Okay. Sorry, it feels like we didn't have much of interest to say for ourselves.
Not true. If anything, you two answered the question I wanted to know most. Now I can proceed without regret.
What do you mean by that?
I'm sure we'll meet again soon. And when that time comes, I hope I'll have the chance to speak with Colonel Cassius as well.
So... Was that really Colonel Richard just now? Of course it was. Are you half asleep or something? I mean, the way he talked about Dad. It was so different from what I expected. Yeah, I guess he's not some mustache-twirling villain after all. It doesn't change the fact that he's definitely plotting something, though. Regardless of what happened with Dad, we have to remember that. Yeah, I guess you're right. I hate to say it, but... his friendliness just now might just be part of his plan. It'd be easy for a trained intelligence officer to deceive kids like us. Maybe, but isn't that a little cynical? Yeah, you're right. Leave the suspicions to me. You should trust your own instincts. You should still have your guard up and be ready for anything. I think that's all part of what it means to be a bracer. Right. I guess I'll keep that in mind. Thanks, Estelle. Oh, stop it. Don't go thanking me. Anyway, we should hurry and find Lady Hilda. She's probably sick of waiting for us by now. Right, we should head to the maid's quarters. How about a nice refreshing drink to cleanse your palate after a meal? Even if you can't see what you want on the menu, I can still make it for you. Oh, Estelle, Joshua. So do you think you'll be able to meet up with Her Majesty? So another late night. Even though the Duke is officially Her Majesty's proxy, the Intelligence Division is definitely running a show. I don't even want to think of what would happen if Colonel Richard wasn't around. Whew, time to finish cleaning up and head home for the day. We must store our ingredients properly so the mice can't get to them. Hey, do you think mice actually like cheese as much as people say they do? Oh, my dear Gus. I do hope you enjoy your meal. Oh, where have Shia and Lady Hilda gone? Colonel Richard is just so dreamy, isn't he? Compared to that Duke, he's not even in the same universe. Just between us, the Duke's table manners are truly awful. It's hard to believe he's actually related to the Queen and Princess. It's finally over. I need to clean up quickly so I can head home.
Estelle, Joshua, I've been waiting for you. You certainly took your time, didn't you?
Sorry about that. We kinda got held up by Colonel Richard.
By the Colonel?
He told us some war stories about him and our father. I don't think he's aware of what we're planning, though.
I see. I learned from the letter that you are Cassius's children. I can understand how that might have made Colonel Richard feel sentimental.
You know my dad too, Lady Hilda?
Yes. Back in the day, he often came to the castle as General Morgan's adjutant. I also heard he was a close friend of the late prince, Her Majesty's son.
The late prince?
Princess Claudia's father?
Yes. He passed away in a maritime accident 15 years ago. If only the prince were still alive, I doubt we'd be in the situation we're in.
Huh?
There's no use lamenting the past. It's getting late. We should begin immediately. Shay, please join us.
Oh, you're...
Shay, was it?
Yes. Hello, Miss Estelle and Mr. Joshua. Lady Hilda briefed me on the situation.
You can trust her completely. Shay serves as the personal maid to the princess when she resides in the castle.
The princess? Oh, Princess Claudia.
I see. Then it shouldn't be a problem.
I'm honored. Now, could you please try on the uniforms we've prepared? I'll help adjust the finer details, like the ribbons and headband.
What?
Do you mean...
Yes. Estelle will enter the royal keep disguised as a maid. If we adjust her hair a bit, I don't think the guards will recognize her.
Right.
It makes sense. Uniforms are perfect for concealing individuality. This might just be the perfect disguise for sneaking into the royal keep.
So I'll be wearing a maid outfit, huh? I've always thought they were pretty, especially after meeting Leela. They're so frilly and cute, but they also look easy to move in.
Yes. If they weren't easy to move in, cleaning would be a nightmare.
Right? All right, let me get dressed.
You seem really excited. It's fine to have fun, but make sure you don't disrespect Her Majesty, okay? I won't be there to help keep you in line this time.
Huh? Why not? You're going to wear one too, right?
What?
Estelle?
Come on, Joshua. You wore that princess outfit for the play. A dress and a maid outfit aren't that different.
That was just for a performance. Wearing women's clothes to meet the queen? That feels so disrespectful.
It'll be fine. You didn't even look weird. Actually, you looked amazing as a princess.
Quit joking around. Lady Hilda, Shay, could you two please talk some sense into her?
I see. Yes, this might work. Shay, we still have that hairpiece for the princess, don't we?
Yes, there's one that's never been used. It's long black hair, so I think it would suit Mr. Joshua perfectly.
Wait a second.
It's decided. 3 against 1. Majority rules.
If you please, the dressing room is right this way.
Wait, hang on. I never agreed to this. All right, fine. At least let me change by myself. Wait, Shay, is that makeup?
Kids these days.
Accept your destiny, Joshua.
Oh my.
Ta-da! How do I look?
It suits you perfectly.
You are the picture of a lively, cheerful maid in training, newly hired to work at the castle. And with your hair down, no one will suspect a thing. I might just have to offer you a job here when this is all over.
Well, I still have bracer work to do, so I wouldn't be able to. But more importantly, come on out, Joshua! We're all waiting for you!
Do I really have to?
Yes, you do! Don't make me come in and drag you out!
All right. Guess I've got no choice.
Oh my. It's almost frightening how well that suits you.
I know, right?
In fact, there's a hairpiece is kind of foreshadowing about Claudia.
Like, seriously, how do you look even better than I do?
The makeup was definitely worth the effort.
Okay, get it all out now.
All right. It seems we have everything in order. I will now escort you to the royal keep. Remember, you will be treated as maids in training, so please act accordingly.
Right, understood. Oh, we're finally meeting the queen.
Yeah, this is the moment of truth. We need to stay focused and make it into the royal keep.
The way your face is so serious while dressed like that? So funny.
Well, excuse me for not dressing more seriously. You're the one who forced me to wear this thing.
Okay, I'm sorry. Come on, don't be so sulky. I'll treat you to some ice cream later.
Unlike you, I won't be bribed with food.
Hey, when have I ever been bribed with food?
You two sure do get along well, don't you?
There's no time to waste. We must head to the royal keep at once.
Now I'm controlling Hilda. Trails of Hilda, huh? Joshua's skin is so silky smooth, just like a girl's. I'm so jealous, his complexion takes makeup so well.
You're looking pretty stiff, Joshua. Come on, give me the line you practiced.
Welcome back, Master.
Perfect. Now you're a prim and proper black-haired maid. Very nice.
Keep the teasing down, will you?
Oh, she actually does have a running speed, too. Well, Lady Hilda, do you require something from us? Beyond this point's Intelligence Division's office. Please refrain from approaching. Lady Hilda, I'd like to discuss Her Majesty's meal with you later, if possible. I have a few tasks to complete, but I'll come find you once I'm done. Please wait a little while. We must ensure Her Majesty gets proper nutrition while she recovers. Well, Lady Hilda, what brings you here? As you know, this area is off limits to civilians. If your business here is concluded, I suggest you leave promptly. Well, Lady Hilda, heading out at this hour. As you know, for security reasons, the castle gates are under strict control. We cannot grant permission for passage very easily. What's going on here? The throne room is currently being used for an important meeting. I'm sorry, but please refrain from entering for the time being.
By the way, I've heard you're acquainted with the other invited guests.
Yes, but we'd rather not run into...
What? Just stay behind Lady Hilda and you'll be fine. You look totally different.
Whatever.
Lady Hilda, it's been quite some time. Oh, Mayor Maybell, you seem quite tired. And I suppose it's obvious to you. Before coming here, I had some urgent work to finish, so I haven't had much time to rest. That's not good. I'll bring you some incense later to help you sleep. I believe I recently received some from the east. Thank you, I appreciate that. Are the people back there your trainees? They remind me of when Lila first came to my house. Ellipses. She knows. Oh, Lady Hilda, what brings you here at this hour? Gosh, Lady Hilda herself visiting me in my room. Oh, I see. Are you training the new maids? Oh. Yeah, he knows. Looks like all the prettiest girls in the kingdom are here. Expect nothing less from the royal castle. Ladies, if you're here to tie you up, will you mind getting it over with quickly? Lady Hilda, it's been quite a while. Glad to see you looking so well. Chief Murdoch, you're looking well too. Keeping yourself busy as always, are you? Lately we've had some brilliant young blood join the factory, so things have been a lot easier for me. Anyway, I was so relieved to hear Her Majesty is one of the men. Indeed, I believe you'll have the opportunity to meet her soon. If there's anything you need, please don't hesitate to let us know. We'll have it brought to you right away. Oh, thank you. I'm relieved to hear Her Majesty is recovering. Learning that alone made the trip out here worth it. Lady Hilda. Visiting Her Majesty at such a late hour.
Yes, I brought the tea and tableware Her Majesty requested. The situation has been rather inconvenient for her, you see.
That's tough. Oh. Who are these maids? I don't recognize them.
They are new trainees recruited by order of His Grace, the Duke. They arrived at the castle today.
Ah. They certainly are pretty.
Thank you.
Oh? You look familiar.
Uh-oh.
And just what do you think you're doing staring at these young women like that? Surely you aren't imagining anything untoward, are you? If there's even a whiff of misconduct, I'll have no choice but to report it to His Grace and the Colonel.
Nothing untoward. We are the elite soldiers of the Royal Army. We would never engage in such behavior.
I should hope not. Now then, may we be allowed to pass?
My apologies. Please go right ahead. Whew, I was so nervous. Thanks, Lady Hilda, you're a lifesaver. That was very well done. I'm glad I could be of help. Now, we would like to change before we meet Your Majesty. If you don't mind staying in those outfits, we can proceed right away. I don't mind staying in these. Change. Please let us change. Boy clothes now. There's no need to be shy. Would it really have killed you to stay dressed like that? Our appearance affects our credibility. No way I was going to stay dressed like that. By the way, Lady Hilda, this room. Yes, this is Princess Claudia's room. However, she doesn't usually reside in the castle, so it is rarely used. Wow, really? I thought the princess was taking care of the queen. It was a lie too, wasn't it? You can ask Her Majesty for the details in person. Her room is located on the second floor of the royal keep. Let's head there right now. She's still in the lead.
Your Majesty, please excuse the intrusion. As we discussed before, I have brought Estelle and Joshua.
Thank you. Please, have them come in.
Yes, Your Majesty. I'll wait for you here. Please go inside.
Right.
If you'll excuse us.
Welcome, both of you. My name is Alicia von Ausleys. I am the 26th ruler of the Kingdom of Liberl.
I'm Estelle Bright, a junior bracer from the Bracer Guild.
And I'm Joshua Bright, also a junior bracer. It is a great honor to meet you, Your Majesty.
Estelle, Joshua, I've truly been looking forward to meeting you both. I may not be able to offer much, but please allow me to at least serve you some tea. Please make yourselves comfortable. I see. So Professor Russell said all that. A black orbment capable of halting all orbal energy. And Colonel Richard has managed to acquire it.
The professor said if anyone knew what Colonel Richard intended to do with it, it would be you, Your Majesty. Do you have any ideas?
There is one possibility that comes to mind. However, I find it hard to believe that the Colonel would know about it. I hope it is nothing more than my imagination, but...
And what is it?
I suppose it is all right to tell you. A massive orbal reaction was detected beneath the royal capital a decade ago. Professor Russell from the Central Factory was the one who led the investigation of it.
A massive orbal reaction?
If it was beneath the royal capital, could it be near the sewers?
No, it was detected far deeper underground. Professor Russell speculated that it might be a relic of an ancient civilization that still functioned.
A relic of an ancient civilization?
She's talking about ancient items, like the orbital devices known as artifacts. Most of them, like the devices found at the tops of the towers, have long since ceased to function. But some, like the Dalmore family heirloom, still retain their power.
Something like that is beneath the capital? Then that gospel orbment might be...
something designed to disable the function of that relic. Is that correct?
Yes. However, we still don't know what the relic is or why it was buried in the first place. Unfortunately, Professor Russell's investigation concluded without a definitive answer. Which is why it is so difficult to understand how Colonel Richard found out about it.
I see. In any case, it's likely something bad could come of this.
Oh, just when I was starting to think he wasn't so bad, and it turns out he was planning something horrible. If his actions are going to harm others, then it's definitely a job for bracers. We have to stop the Colonel, no matter what.
I'd expect nothing less of Cassius's children.
Huh?
Your Majesty, did you know our father?
He was a dear friend of my late son, and the hero who saved our fair kingdom. Even after he left the army to become a bracer, he continued to serve the kingdom admirably.
I see.
I had no idea.
Knowing his personality, that doesn't surprise me at all. I wonder, do you know what he did in the war 10 years ago? Do you know how he distinguished himself?
Not really, no.
Then perhaps it falls upon me to tell you. Estelle, Joshua, would you mind indulging an old woman by listening to her reminisce about the past?
Yes, of course.
We'd be honored to listen.
It began 10 years ago, in the spring. An unfortunate incident took place in the Erebonian Empire's southern region. The cause of the event remains unknown, so I will refrain from describing the incident itself. But in the wake of the event, the Empire declared war on Liberl. Thus began the tragic period that would later come to be known as the 100-Day War. The Imperial Army, upon declaring war, quickly broke through Hocken Gate with overwhelming force. It wasn't long before all of Liberl, save for the royal capital, fell to Imperial occupation. The invading forces were said to be nearly 3 times the size of our entire royal army. Reinforcements from Calvard couldn't arrive in time, and it seemed inevitable that the royal capital itself would soon fall. However, 2 months after the war began, the tide of battle shifted in a way no one could have anticipated. With newly developed patrol airships, we recaptured key checkpoints and cut Imperial supply and communication lines. Then, the Royal Army launched an attack by water from the Leiston Fortress, reclaiming each region. Zeiss, Rouen, Bose, Roland. The Imperial divisions occupying each area were cut off from their supplies and defeated one by one. The mastermind behind it was your father, Colonel Cassius Bright. At the time, he served as General Morgan's right hand and was Colonel Richard's superior. Thanks to the mediation of the Bracer Guild and the Septian Church, the war finally came to an end.
Osborne spotted.
However, by that time, Cassius had already lost something irreplaceable to him. Lena Bright, your mother, Estelle. The clock tower was destroyed in an act of desperation by an Imperial division cornered by the counterattack. And, as I'm sure you are well aware, Cassius was unable to be by his wife's side during her final moments.
I had no idea.
In the end, he felt that it was his own strategy that caused his wife's death.
I think the CGs also had General Van Dyck, Olaf Craig, and Gunther Barkhorn, and someone just behind Richard?
Burdened with that guilt, Cassius left the army and became a bracer. All so he could stay by your side and always be there to protect those he loved.
But that's just so foolish, Dad. Mom didn't die because of you. Of course she didn't.
Estelle.
Yes, you're right. The fault is mine. As queen, I failed to protect the people of this kingdom. I'm sorry, Estelle. I'm sorry I wasn't able to protect your mother. I can't tell you how long I've wanted to apologize to you.
You don't need to apologize. You've kept the peace ever since the end of the war. Dad and everyone fought so hard to protect this kingdom. And Mom, she protected me with her life. It's enough just to know that.
Estelle, thank you, kind child. I'm truly grateful that I had the chance to meet you. From the bottom of my heart.
Your Majesty.
That's exactly why. I cannot allow you to get involved in something as dangerous as this. I don't want the two of you getting further entangled in this matter.
What? But Lieutenant Schwartz asked us to do whatever we could to help you.
And for that, I thank you. But with Cassius away, if anything were to happen to you, how could I ever face him again? I want you both to return home to Roland and wait for your father's return.
But Your Majesty, the peace that our father worked to create and that you've worked to preserve, it's beginning to waver.
Joshua.
It's not just about the gospel. If Colonel Richard is able to make the Duke king, what'll happen to that peace? I ask you to consider that.
Your Majesty, we became bracers and continued our dad's work. We fought against sky pirates, received the letter, opened a strange parcel, and traveled around the kingdom. In a way, it feels like Dad's been guiding us the whole time. And so, I want to protect it too. This peace that we cherish. I want to protect all the wonderful people we've met along the way, the people I love. I want to protect them in my own way, just like you do, just like Mom did.
Estelle, It seems she was right about you.
Huh?
I've made up my mind as well. Through the two of you, I would like to make a request to the Bracer Guild.
Your Majesty!
Your Majesty, please just say the word.
I want you to rescue those detained by the Intelligence Division, including my granddaughter, Claudia.
So it's true! The princess is being held somewhere against her will.
Yes. In hindsight, I believe this coup began the moment I decided to push for her to be the next queen.
Instead of Duke Dunan, you mean?
Yes. My nephew, Duke Dunan, is a man with various eccentricities. By contrast, though inexperienced, my granddaughter has shown great promise. When thinking of the kingdom's future, I decided to support Claudia.
I don't really know much about the princess, but I'm pretty sure you made the right call.
Unfortunately, as in every age, there are those who oppose women wielding power. And now, with memory still fresh from the recent invasion by a foreign power, The idea of 2 successive queens may make the kingdom appear weak. I have no doubt that there are those who harbor such feelings.
You're talking about Colonel Richard, aren't you?
Precisely. He somehow discovered I was planning to support Claudia as our next queen. He then relayed this information to the Duke, which led to this coup. His goal appears to be controlling the Duke from the shadows and turning Liberl into a military powerhouse.
I see. The full picture is coming together into view.
What exactly is he going to do to turn Liberl into a military powerhouse?
There are a few possibilities, like raising taxes to increase military spending, developing orbital weapons of mass destruction, implementing mass conscription, legalizing contracts with Jaegers, something that's currently banned in Liberl.
No way!
The Colonel has already demanded I implement those things. At the time, it seemed to come from a place of pure patriotism. But I simply refuse to endorse an idea that I don't believe in. A nation isn't defended by her military strength alone. Diplomatic efforts, cooperation, and alliances with neighbors. Technological and economic exchanges that foster wealth throughout the lands also serve to protect our nation.
You are absolutely right, Your Majesty.
Yes, yes. What we need is trust.
But the Colonel dismissed this as nothing more than a naive feminine ideal. Then he demanded my abdication in exchange for Claudia's safety. Many have had their families taken hostage, leaving them unable to defy the Colonel. But I am the Queen. I cannot hand over the future of our kingdom just because of a threat to my family. And yet Claudia is my one and only granddaughter. I cannot simply abandon her.
Your Majesty, please don't worry.
We fully understand your request. We will rescue the princess and all those who are being held captive.
Thank you, Estelle and Joshua. With that, I can stand firm against the Colonel's threats.
Is there anything else we can do? There's still the matter of the gospel after all. Plus, I think we can help you escape.
Thank you, Estelle. But even if I were to escape, it wouldn't change the situation. As for the gospel, there are a few things I find troubling. I must confront the Colonel directly and demand an explanation.
I gotta say, she really is an amazing woman. Kind yet strong-willed and with such dignity. When I get older, I hope I can be a cool granny just like her. Cool granny? I do agree she has quite a presence, fit for a queen. Yeah. I really want to stop this coup and help her, but that's a bit beyond the scope of what bracers are supposed to do. For now, let's do what we can on our own. Yeah, you're right. You know, I never dreamed the Queen would have stories to tell me about my dad. I wonder how much I still don't know about him. Estelle, Joshua, are you ready? Oh yes. Now let's hurry back to the maid's quarters. It's already past 11, nearly midnight I should think. Seriously, it's that late already? We did spend a long time talking with Her Majesty. If we stay any longer, the guards might become suspicious. Maybe the point of traveling on foot everywhere is not just to get a better understanding of Liberl, but also to gain a sense of duty towards the citizens. Which is why Estelle and Joshua want to continue trying to resolve this incident instead of just leaving it to the senior bracers. Is she in the balcony? Wow, I can actually just go to the balcony to talk to her. Oh, I was curious about how Joshua managed to come all the way here. But now I understand. Huh, no wonder the special ops forces were fooled. Estelle, Joshua, I rather enjoyed our time together today. Perhaps we might have tea together again sometime. It would be lovely if Claudia and Cassius could join us too. Lady Hilda, heading home for the night, are you?
Yes, that's correct. I ask that you please ensure Her Majesty is dealt no disrespect this evening.
Talk about a cold attitude. But rest assured, ma'am, we are all loyal patriots here.
That's very reassuring. Now then, we will be taking our leave.
Thank you.
If you'll excuse us.
Oh, hold on, ladies. I just remembered, I didn't get your names. Can you tell me just for record?
I'm?
Lena Shara Dorothy. Oh, that sure is a pretty name. It suits you quite well.
Oh, thank you.
And who's this young lady with the black hair?
My name is Karen.
Karen, huh? That sure is a pretty name.
Thank you. I'm quite fond of it myself.
I see. Alright, I'm a member of the Special Ops, and...
Let's leave it at that, shall we?
You're not important enough to have a name.
Any further, and I might consider it harassment.
No, I wouldn't dare.
Mm-hmm.
Please take care on your way back. Is there anything else you need? We will protect your majesty. Please rest assured.
As usual, Joshua gets all the boys. Those guys were totally checking you out when you gave them your name.
That's not true. Besides, you were having a pretty lengthy conversation with them too.
Yeah? But they didn't seem nervous with me at all. Oh, I'm a tiny bit insecure now.
Huh?
What's all this racket about, eh?
Why, hello, Your Grace.
Well, looky here. It's the head maid. Oh? And who might you girls be? I don't recall seeing you before.
This is Lena and Karen, the new maids in training.
So she would have different voice lines depending on which name I picked.
There's still a great deal about the castle they don't know, so I am showing them around.
Oh?
Shoot, are we busted?
This is bad. With how many times we've met him, he'll definitely recognize us.
What's wrong, Philip? Why are you staring like that, huh? For a guy that's as stiff as you are, that's pretty rare.
Forgive me. One of them looks a bit like my niece. It appears I was mistaken. Young ladies, please accept my sincerest apologies.
Oh, nope. No trouble at all.
Yes, please pay no attention to it.
Looking at both of them, they're both quite the lookers, eh? Especially that chestnut hair one. So lively, so healthy. The black-haired one could use a little tightening up around the waist.
Thank you for your concern.
Yes. You, Lena, or whatever. I command you spend this night with me.
Your Grace!
Hey, what does that mean?
Means Joshua's going to inflict death blow on him.
How should I explain it?
Your Grace, I must insist that is far too bold, even in jest. All the maids in this castle are in service of Her Majesty the Queen. Or have you forgotten that?
Yeah, I got it. It's just a joke. Man, you people can never take a joke, you know? In any case, this castle's gonna be mine in a week. I guess we'll save the fun for then.
Your Grace, that's quite enough! Your alcohol consumption is one thing, but chasing after these young girls is intolerable. I, Philip, give you this counsel even at the risk of my own life.
I told you it was a joke, didn't I? That's it. I'm going to bed.
Oh, of course, Your Grace. Your room is just this way. Please, watch your step.
Hoo-wee. Anyway, Lena or whatever, if you ever have any troubles, don't hesitate to tell me, eh? This old king will be happy to hear all you've got to say personally, okay?
Thanks so much!
How delightful. Yes, yes, amusing.
My apologies for the disturbance. I highly doubt His Grace will remember any of this tomorrow morning. Please, rest assured.
I certainly hope that is the case.
I'm truly, truly sorry. Lady Hilda, young ladies, if you'll please excuse me.
Oh, that man. Why does he continue to insist on taking on such unnecessary burdens?
You know Philip, Lady Hilda?
We've known each other since childhood. Yet now we serve different people, and our positions are quite far apart.
I see.
Philip has his hands full, doesn't he? I bet he's worried about the Duke being influenced by the Colonel, too.
Probably. And see, Estelle, you're popular, too.
Oh, hell no!
The Duke said you were his favorite.
Ugh, that does not make me happy at all. Oh, and what was he talking about at the end?
That. Well...
Estelle, it is certainly not something a lady should ask a gentleman to explain in front of others.
Huh?
Here, I'll whisper it to you.
Good thing we have all these pod plants nearby in case you need to throw up.
Do you understand now?
Yes.
You're so helpless sometimes.
Lady Hilda, Shia, thank you both so much for all your help. You really helped us out. Think nothing of it. We were merely doing our duty as servants of Her Majesty. As for Her Majesty's request, I hope you'll take it to heart. And, please do whatever you can to save the princess. Oh, Shia, you're the princess's maid, aren't you? Yes, unfortunately, I don't often get to serve her directly, but Her Highness is always so warm and kind. She always treats me as a friend. I hardly slept a wink since I heard she was captured. I understand. We'll definitely save her, so don't worry. We should get going. I wonder if Her Highness is doing alright. If only I could be there with her. I don't believe we've raised anyone's suspicions. However, please be careful on your way back to your room. The Intelligence Division has eyes everywhere.
And where might you two be going at this late hour?
Ah. Captain Amalthea.
Good evening. You may be invited guests, but I cannot condone your behavior. Don't you think it's a bit late for you kids to be wandering around?
Our apologies. We were just so fascinated by the castle that we lost track of time. Oh, is that so? In that case, why don't you tell me where you were about, let's say, 3 minutes ago? Where was it that you found so fascinating? Maid's quarters, administrative room, royal guard room, the cellar. Honestly, it's the best policy, after all. Let's cease this pretense. The fact is, we received numerous reports of you going to and from the maid's quarters. Rather strange place for sightseeing, isn't it? What? It's really ask questions you already know the answer to. I'll take that as a compliment. So what business do you have in the maid's quarters? Things will be easier for you if you're honest with me. That's...
Hey! Estelle! Joshua! There you are!
Zin?
Phew! Oh boy, that hit the spot.
He's totally hammered.
Oops! Pardon me. Why, if it isn't the lovely lady officer gracing us with her pretty presence. I mean, talk about fate, am I right? It's gotta be fate.
Yes, indeed. So, what's the problem here? Did my little students cause you some trouble? Students? No, it's just the fact that they were in the maid's quarters for quite some time. I wanted to know what they were doing there. Ah, the maids, yes. Yes. I sent them there to get me some snacks to go along with my drinks. Hey, Joshua, did you get any snacks? No, it looked like the chef had already gone home for the night. I asked one of the maids, but she said they didn't have any snacks on hand. Sorry, no snacks, huh? Guess I just have to get by without them. Hey, wait a minute. I just thought of something. Hey, you want to come by my room for some tea? They say nothing goes better with a drink than a beautiful smile. I already got a drink. I'm on duty, so I must decline. Overlook what happened earlier. I must ask you to return to your rooms and refrain from any additional wandering around for the rest of the night. If you act suspiciously, I'll have no choice but to investigate. Yes, we understand. It's very late, so we'll be heading straight to bed. Good, that's more like it. Well then, we'll take our leave. Whoa, crash and burn. Bummer. Back to the room alone. Let's head back to the room, yeah? Yeah, okay. We'll head back with you.
Well, well, well. Looks like we fooled her.
What? You're not actually drunk?
That was just an act. I haven't had a lick of alcohol.
Seriously? Your face was even red.
You controlled your energy to improve blood flow and made yourself look drunk. It's a technique from the East called Qigong, right?
Ah, I'm impressed you know about that. Anyway, you guys looked like you were in a bind, so I thought I'd step in. How'd I do? Pretty good, right?
Yeesh, Sin. You really are trouble. You helped us out, but you seriously had me fooled.
Sorry about that. So, how'd it go?
Huh? How'd what go?
Isn't it obvious? You're meeting with Her Majesty.
What? How did you know about that, Sin?
Did Elnan say something about our plan?
Nah, the branch officer didn't say a peep. You could say I was fishing and just happened to throw out a little bait.
Bait?
There's no way you could just guess that without having any information. Zin, what exactly do you know?
Guess it's finally time for me to show you guys.
Zin handed Estelle a letter.
A letter?
This handwriting.
Go on, read it. Should clear a few things up.
All right.
My dear Zen Vathek, it's been a while. I hope this message finds you well. I'll get right to the point, so please excuse the informal tone. A situation involving the Jaegers has forced me to venture toward the Empire. However, it seems some suspicious forces are moving within Liberl, and leaving things to the kids makes me uneasy. Which is why I must ask you for a favor. Would you come to Liberl in my absence and lend a hand to the young should they need it? I know this will be your first time in Liberl, so feel free to enjoy the sights as well. There's a tournament for the Queen's birthday, which should make for an excellent cover. I realize all this is sudden and an imposition, but if you're available, I'd greatly appreciate your help. I'll be back before the Queen's birthday festival, so let's have a drink together then. Cassius Bright. P.S. You may have a chance to meet my daughter and son. They're both in training, so feel free to give them a bit of extra work. But please, let them handle things on their own as much as possible.
This letter...
So you came to Liberl at our father's request? And he's currently in Erebonia?
Yep, that about sums it up.
Sums it up? So, in other words, Sin, you were in cahoots with my dad this whole time?
You make it sound so shady. I owed Cassius a favor from when he visited Calvard. He helped me out a lot. So when I got his letter, it seemed like the perfect way to pay him back.
I see.
When did you realize we were his children?
When I first met you two, I had a hunch after I noticed Estelle carrying a staff. Then I asked Kilika to confirm it.
Unbelievable. You could have at least told us something. We've been so worried about our dad, not knowing where he's gone.
Yeah, I am sorry about that. But based on his letter, it seemed like Cassius wanted to keep his trip to the Empire a secret. And you two accomplished quite a bit on your own anyway.
Yeah. Hey, Joshua, it's cool if we tell Zin the rest, right?
Yeah, it's probably better to explain everything at this point. This isn't really something we can handle on our own.
Estelle and Joshua told Zin that they met Queen Alicia at Professor Russell's request, and that they accepted a mission to rescue the captive Princess Claudia.
I see. I thought something smelled fishy after everything we heard at the banquet. All right, I'll help you with this mission.
What? Really? Are you sure?
Yeah, it's the perfect chance for me to repay Cassius. Please, let me help.
No, please! We should be the ones asking for your help!
We truly appreciate it.
Where are we? I had no idea a place like this even existed.
This is far larger than I expected. Lieutenant Lawrence, can you guide us to the deepest point?
Of course.
You material farming!
Whoa! Mechanical monsters?
Ancient orbital golems.
There is no archaism in Trail's terminology.
Amazing! They took down those things so easily.
You reacted even faster than I did. I don't think I could ever stand a chance against you.
You're far too modest. To see the speed you acquired from the Divine Blade himself, it was truly an honor to see it in action.
I still have much to learn. But the clock ticks far too quickly to wait until I'm fully ready. Somehow, with these humble hands, I must carve a future for our kingdom. Brave warriors, the path to great power has been opened. The shining new dawn of our beloved Liberl is near at hand. I am counting on you all.
Yes, sir!
So while we're sleeping, he's clearing the final dungeon.
We, your loyal Special Ops soldiers, pledge our undying loyalty and dedication.
For the glory of Liberl!
For the glory of Liberl!
Understood. Oh, Estelle, Joshua, you've both done an outstanding job. I think you'd return with a request from Her Majesty herself. Just a lucky break, I guess. But from here on out, I think we're gonna need more than just luck. Right, we need to stay focused. As long as you both understand that, then there's nothing more for me to say. In any case, this means the request from Professor Russell has been fulfilled. I'm sure you'll need plenty of support moving forward, so let me give you a reward.
A first class? That's amazing. Congratulations. Take this.
Gladiator belt. It's only upon action, but probably only my own action, and not the enemy's. Not every single action. Now, as for the next matter, Zin. It was truly fortunate that you came at Cassius' invitation. Please lend us your strength as an A-rank bracer. Yep, that's the plan. Even if I don't owe Cassius a debt, I couldn't walk away from a crisis like this. I'm with you all the way. That's Zin for you, always so generous. And what's this A-rank business? It's how we measure a senior bracer's skill. The ranks range from G, the lowest, to A, the highest. We're never getting to A. So an A-rank bracer is the highest? Whoa, Zin, you're a big deal. I'm actually one of the lower-ranked A-rank bracers. There are roughly 20 A-rank bracers across the whole continent. There's even an unofficial S-rank above that. It's reserved for bracers who have resolved cases of national importance. There are only 4 of them on the entire continent. I can't even imagine how amazing they'd have to be. Oh, guess you really don't know anything, do you? One of those S-ranks is Cassius. What? No way, Joshua, do you know that? Sorry, I've known for a while. He got 5 years ago after dealing with an incident in the Republic. Man, seriously? I can't even be mad anymore. A colonel in the Royal Army, a hero known as the Divine Blade, an S-rank bracer. Why doesn't he just come fix this whole mess for us? He got a point. If Cassius had been here, he probably would have crushed a coup before it took root. Joshua, is something wrong? I just find it all a bit strange. All these incidents happened after Dad left on his journey. It's almost like someone planned for the coup to happen while he was away. I can't seem to shake the feeling. So Cassius going to the Empire was all part of the coup d'etat. Is that what you're suggesting? No, maybe I'm just overthinking things. I can't imagine anyone being able to manipulate Dad like that. They would have to understand his movements and try to outmaneuver him. True, that wouldn't be easy. I mean, we'd know him and still had no idea what he was planning. Well, I doubt anyone, even that colonel, could outsmart Cassius. It's most likely just a coincidence that these things happen simultaneously. Alright, we can't rely on Cassius to support us. That's why I made an important decision. From this moment onwards, the Grancel branch of the Racer Guild declares a state of emergency. State of emergency? This request has come directly from Her Majesty the Queen. That allows us to bypass our article-free regulation, which normally prohibits interference in national affairs. However, we're still no match for the military. We'll not only need Zin's help, but the help of every bracer in the royal capital. Got it. Yeah, if we're going up against the intelligence division, we're gonna need all the help we can get. Ideally, I'd have every branch across the nation help us as well, but as of today, all checkpoints and landing ports have been completely closed off by the army. All under the guise of anti-terrorism. What? That's essentially martial law. Looks like the enemy's done playing around. They're likely trying to keep the Royal Guard hidden and us from moving our forces freely. We'll have to make do with the forces we have. It'll be tough, but we got this. By the way, do we have an idea where we're actually holding the hostages? Oh yes, they've been partying that for some time now. And my best guess is they're being held at the Urbe Royal Villa. The Urbe Royal Villa, you mean the one in the forest? It was heavily guarded. That place seems the most plausible. The special ops have been using it, claiming it's for anti-terrorism. Besides, I doubt they'd keep a member of the royal family in a place like the Lacen Fortress. But since we're facing the army, we'll need something a bit more solid to go on. We can't afford to be wrong about this. Yes, exactly. Alright, wait, we must scour every bracer in the city. Maybe you can ask for more information while rounding up the hours. As I recall, Estelle, you and Joshua have connections with a certain journalist, yes? Oh, you mean Niall? That might actually be a good idea. See if he's heard anything. We should also request support from the Royal Guard in hiding. I'd appreciate it if you could follow up on that lead too. So that means we need to get in touch with Lieutenant Schwartz, who's posing as a sister of the church. Considering she's the one who gave us the letter of introduction to the Queen, we should probably give her an update. We'll head to the cathedral too. There There are currently 4 other bracers here in the capital: Kurt, Grant, Karna, and Annalise. You'll likely find them in the tavern, the usual shops, or maybe the hotel. If you see them, please let them know to gather here. Okay, got it. We'll head out right away.
Emergency, huh? Looks like things are getting serious.
Seems like my first big job in a while. I'd better psych myself up.
There are even more soldiers in town. We should move carefully.
Thanks for tuning in this Let's Play of Trails in the Sky first chapter. If you enjoyed, please leave a like, subscribe, and or hit the bell icon.